What's up guys, today I'm going to be reviewing one of the latest offerings from a brand called Avi-8. This is their Harrier II Matador. Thanks to the guys over Avi-8 for sending this for review. Now, the first thing you'll notice is it comes in this a military style presentation box. I do think maybe they could have spent a bit more money refining this box because it does feel and look a bit cheap. However, considering the price of this watch at the time of making the video, that's around £275 new from the Avi-8 website, it is a better box than many watches within this price range have. Inside, you'll notice I went for the two-tone rose gold and silver watch. I think personally this is the best looking one out of the different color options they have. You also have a microfiber cloth, you have the warranty card, and you have some promotional information. Now, one of the first things that caught my eye about this watch is it has a skeletonized dial. This isn't because it has an automatic movement, it does have a Japanese quartz movement. However, they have a few features on this watch that they wanted to show off, so they've gone for this kind of skeletonized looking dial. You'll see on the left hand side it has a minutes indice, then the seconds at the bottom, and then it has a 1/20th of a second spinning wheel on the right hand side. The back of this watch is just gorgeous. It looks like the engine, the turbine of a jet. It's just beautiful, deeply engraved, highly polished. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Probably the nicest looking part of this watch is the case back. So definitely they definitely hit it out of the park there. Now, one of the main features that this watch has is obviously it has this split calendar at the top. It's very nice. But it also has a 1/20th of a second wheel, and when you activate it, it kind of just spins like a roulette table, and it just looks really good. I mean, I can't remember seeing a watch with this kind of feature on it for this price range, at least not in recent memory. It's definitely a crowd pleaser. It's definitely something that you'd want to show off to your friends. And I mean, in my opinion, it adds a lot to the character of this watch, as well as obviously the calendar, which you can see changes individually side by side, which I really like. I also really like that it resets itself back to 1 after getting to 31. So definitely a very nice calendar to have. The pushers are the pushers are solid. There's no kind of play in them. You don't feel like you need to push it a few times to make sure you've actually activated them. I also like how one of them is in rose gold and the other one is in silver. I think it plays well with the two-tone case. Now, you'll see that this watch is quite thick. I mean, it is a pretty big watch. It's 44 millimeters, but it's not grossly thick. I mean, it's not huge. It's not like one of those Invicta watches. So it's definitely wearable, and it's a lot more comfortable than you would think. Probably one of my only complaints is this strap. The leather does feel cheap. It feels very rubbery. It's very hard. It's a minor complaint, but I wish they maybe would have included some better quality straps. Here's some close-ups of the indices. I really like the touches of color, like the blue on the seconds hand, even though I do think that seconds hand is just too slim. There's too much going on the dial for you to actually be able to see that seconds hand properly, so I think they definitely should have gone for a thicker design. However, overall, this is quite a good looking watch, especially considering how busy it is. I mean, in terms of the finishing on the case, highly polished surfaces, very well crafted. It's a very solid feeling watch. The AR coating on the crystal, which isn't a sapphire crystal, it's a hardened mineral crystal, is very good. And once again, I mean, that case back is just absolutely beautiful. Now, if you can get over the fact of the size of this watch and how busy that face is, which for many people they won't like how busy it is, and they won't like that it has a skeletonized style, even though it's not an automatic. But if this is something that you think looks good, then it's definitely a well put together, well built watch. Some really cool, interesting functionality, like that 1/20th of a second measuring indice. So definitely, I think I could recommend this for the price. And once again, it's extremely comfortable to wear because of those rounded off looks at the edge, so it definitely doesn't feel as big as it actually is. I hope you enjoyed the review, guys. Till the next time, peace.